Hi, I'm Dr. John McLean, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And this is a series on short answers to tough questions. And the question that we have for God today is, how do you, God, explain the collateral damage of Job's children and servants? And we could even say livestock and everything else, based on something like the book of Jonah, where God rebukes Jonah for not even caring about the children and the animals. And the story of Job, I hope, how he comes under attack from Satan, from the demonic elements, and he loses everything except his wife. And from the narration of the book of Job, it certainly would have been helpful had his wife been taken also, because all she did was say to him, curse God and die. Although it appears that in the restoration, she is the wife that gives birth to the new children. And certainly three of the four friends who come to him are of no help. And if you want my understanding of the entire book of Job, you certainly can go on the website and look for the Old Testament survey videos that I do summarizing all of the books of the Old Testament and the New Testament. But there was collateral damage. People died. It doesn't say anything about their destiny. It does say this: the Lord restored the fortunes of Job when he prayed for his friends. Very spiritual man. And the Lord increased all that Job had twofold. Then all of his brothers and all of his sisters and all whom he had known him before came to him, and they ate bread with him in his house, and they consoled him and comforted him for all the adversities that the Lord had brought on him. And each one gave him one piece of money, and each a gold ring. The Lord blessed the latter days of Job more than the days of his beginning. And he had 14,000 sheep and 6,000 camels and 1,000 yoke of oxen, 1,000 female donkeys. He had 7 sons and 3 daughters, and he gave them special names. We won't go into all the different meanings of the name. In all the land, no women were found so fair or so beautiful as Job's daughters. And their father gave them inheritance among their brothers. Women didn't get an inheritance separate from the brothers. It was usually dependent upon the marriage. After this, it says Job lived 140 years, saw his sons and his grandsons 4 generations, and Job died, and an old man full of days. Now, all of that is absolutely marvelous. That is so God gracious and God merciful. But what about the collateral damage? What about the suffering of Job's children as the buildings collapse in on them, the servants as they are murdered and butchered, and of course the animals that are taken away? I don't know how to explain collateral damage. Does restoration from God mean that the collateral damage is now irrelevant? Is it, can we read into it, since Job was the head of the family and led them in worship and prayed for them, that they were all sent to paradise and ultimately to heaven, and so that they will all be saved? Well, that would certainly be a comfort to the collateral damage, but I don't have the full answer. If you have some thoughts, Dr. John McClain at gmail.com, DrJohnMclean at gmail.com.